Hey everyone, welcome to Willow's Whimsy. This is just a little one-time series I'm doing on job search essentially. And you can Google, search on YouTube for job seeking tips, and you're gonna find really professional people. You're gonna find way better information than what I've got. This is just kind of based on my experience of trying to find a job for the last 5.5 months. So I wanted to talk briefly about resumes, and I'm not going to put an example up. A resume should be no longer than 2 pages, and it is statistically proven that most employers look at the first 2/3 of the first page only. So what can you do to draw attention to yourself? The first thing is in the header, you no longer need to put your address. Save some space. Just put your name, your phone number, your email, and a LinkedIn if you have one. Just put that up there. Plus your name, obviously. I'm gonna make a huge suggestion. You wanna have a summary statement. So, experienced administrative assistant with a plethora of experience and skills or whatever. Use chat GPT or AI. There's a lot of free sites. Just Google it. Type in what you think you want to say, and it will create a summary for you. That's nothing short of amazing. Use that. I'm telling you, just do it. Everybody's doing it. I know that so many people, I want to show my personality. No one gives a shit about your personality anymore, unless it's a really eclectic, wild, just freewheeling, cool kind of company, which, let's face it, corporate America sucks. It's really hard to find something like that, and especially, that's more of a younger generation thing in my case. A lot of these kind of places that are so open-minded and everything would look at me and be like, well, she's old. It's sad, but it's true. Okay, the other thing is, after that summary, before you go into your experience and listing that out, and I have a way better way for you to do that too, you write your skills after the summary. First, you do your hard skills. So we're talking specific software, specific like filing, data entry, typing, generating reports. All of that goes first in a section, so you've got your header with your name and that. Then you've got your summary. Then you got your skills. Hard skills first, then do soft skills. Soft skills are highly organized, confidentiality or confidential. In my case, working in HR, oftentimes you do have to be able to keep things confidential. Whatever skills, you know what I mean, that you have, do that next, because that's what's gonna pop out. That's what they're looking for. Change it with every job you apply for. So you get a job summary on a website, right? And it says that they need somebody with QuickBooks. They need somebody with Microsoft Office Suite or Google Suites. If you have both, great. Specific kinds of software. If you have that, go back, keep your shell of your resume the same, but put the skills they want first. Hard skills, soft skills. Keep all your skills there, but move the ones they want that you have to the top, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is experience. Experience is not going to change, right? So that part of your resume can generally stay the same. However, you may want to tweak it if they use specific words. So if you're looking for an HR assistant position, but they want somebody who has benefits coordination, if they want somebody who has safety and OSHA and workers' comp experience. And you have those things, but maybe they were at the bottom of your summary of that particular job, move them up to the top. Everything they want that you have, move it. Put it up in the top. Yes, it's time consuming. Yes, it sucks ass, head, and whole. There's no way around it. But you guys, this is how this works now. And so often when you send a resume in the old days, someone went through and looked at it. These go into a computer now, and the computer looks for words that match the job description. You have to cater each and every resume. And I know it's a pain in the ass. You got to do it. So those are some things. Now, someone my age, and because of my history, which I have been very, open about on my channel, in my blog, and in life in general, I have some pretty big gaps in employment. And I can't go into, well, if I can't say on a resume that from this year to this year, I was busy using drugs. Or that I had several jobs, but I couldn't hold them down because I was drinking all the time. Yeah, obviously. So what was suggested to me was to take the bigger gaps in time and act like they were a job. And it's not an outright lie in my case, because I did tons of temping. I always tried to temp. I always tried to have money coming in, around all my chaos and quitting jobs and getting fired and just all the chaos that I created. But I did do temp jobs in between while trying to find another, dream job or whatever it was. And, so you can put, at the top of my resume, it said Robert Half, and then it said contract positions. But I put, because I started in January for them of this year. So I said January to present, even though I wasn't on a current assignment and I wasn't getting paid, I still had them looking for me. Now, the other thing I did is I put myself in a chunk of time as a caregiver, a PCA. I was for my mom. I lived with my mom. I cared for her 24/7. That counts for something. Be creative. And you know what? Watch other channels that have even more information on this. Google it. See if your county has a workforce center and go there. Talk to people. Say, hey, I had some addiction issues. I've been sober, 1 year, 5 years, 20 years, whatever it is, but I need a resume that works. Help me. They'll help you. So there's things you can do. Now, with ageism, man, they tell you shouldn't go back 10 years on a resume. So put the jobs you had in the last 10 years that are pertinent to what you're applying for. Do some gap fillers like I just talked about if you have to. And then what I did this time, and this was towards the end, and I ended up getting a really good job, you guys. So I went back. I actually went back to 2007 because I just had a job that was it was a job I stayed at the longest in all my working, almost 5 years. I got excellent experience there. So I did put that job on there, but instead of putting from 2007 to 2011, I just said 4.5, or I put 5 years. You can do that too. You can get specific on an application. You can say that you worked somewhere, instead of putting February 2021 to February 2025, you could put 4 years. Then, That takes up about 2/3 of a page, maybe a page. So on that second page, then I say temporary positions, and contract jobs. I didn't put dates on any of that. I put HR assistant, this company, HR assistant, this company, administrative specialist, this company. So I just listed them all out and put the actual companies. I didn't say who I temped for. And so it shows that, okay, there's no dates on this, but clearly she was doing different things, trying to work, trying to fill in the gaps. So, like I said, I know you guys can get way better information than what I give you. I'm not an expert, but I will tell you, when I made these changes, I got a job. I literally, I did a different video on it, but I submitted it, and that one was through Indeed, which I just did a video about Indeed. I was contacted very quickly. I did a Zoom interview, was contacted very quickly and asked to come in and do a face-to-face. And then it got kind of rocky, and I did a video about that. It wasn't because of me, it was because of how incredibly busy they are and how much they do need someone. So, you know, I got that job. And this was after making all these changes to my resume. So, Google it, watch videos about it, get on LinkedIn. They have groups too for this kind of thing. I don't like LinkedIn, I'll be honest. I find it of very little value, except that it looks professional to have one, so do it. But there are groups you can join, and that part of it's free. Just stay away from that premium button. They will charge you, like, I don't even know how much it costs now, but they charged me $600 one time because I hit the go premium by accident. Anyway, yeah, that's what I've got for you this time. So I think I will be back with one more, and that's just going to be on interviewing. All right, you guys, have a great day. I will see you next time. Mwah.